it's the story of overcoming the odds. This pilot is blind, but still flying high. Yes, Leah Gabriel took a ride with him, then tried it herself.
Welcome, Chairman.
Hey, thanks.
And our own Leah Gabriel has taken many flights in her life as a pilot and a passenger, but never with a blind pilot at the controls until now. She joins us with this incredible story. That's coming up.
I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest.
Well, have you ever had a dream, but someone told you that you couldn't do it? They told you no? Well, Fox News correspondent Leah Gabriel met one man who was told just that, and he refused to listen.
And she now joins us with that story. Hey, Leah.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Well, Jim Platzer lost his eyesight when he was in his 20s, but he has accomplished some amazing things in his life. In fact, he told me all about it as he flew me around in his plane. Take a look.
As someone who's been a pilot for more than 15 years, it isn't easy getting in the back seat. But it's especially hard today because my pilot is blind.
Right now, I've got less than 5% of my field of vision left.
Jim Platzer used to be president for a Fortune 500 company, but he was forced into an early retirement due to retinitis pigmentosa. It's a degenerative condition that leads to blindness.
When I was 26, and the diagnosis was devastating, and there is no treatment and there is no cure.
But Jim, who had his pilot's license before he went blind, hasn't let a little thing like losing sight stop him from taking to the skies. That's where Joel Pierce, a flight instructor and the general manager at Sweet Aviation, comes in.
You called Joel and you said, hey, you know what? I can't see, but I want to be a pilot again.
Is that for real? Is this guy serious? But for the most part, I got his vision, what he was trying to do.
And now, the team has become a well-oiled flying machine.
In the F-18, you depend on your instruments to get you on the deck of that carrier. I depend on Joel. He's my instrument. He gives me all that verbal feedback. He paints that picture for me of my environment and what I need to do to be successful.
Seems a little crazy, huh? So how do they do it?
Let's go.
There you go.
Hi.
There we go. Woo! We're flying.
We are, and now you can go ahead and raise the flap. Flaps up.
So, Joel, is this safe?
Yes, I have a complete set of dual controls.
One of the important things that we had was that if I thought I was too disoriented, didn't understand what was happening in the cockpit, I would just say, Joel, your plane. He would take the controls.
So, Jim, tell me about what it feels like to have this airplane in your control right now.
It's an awesome feeling to get back in the cockpit after going through this challenge of visual impairment and figuring out that I am able to do this in working with Joel.
Does that make you the guide pilot?
I'll tell you, there are some similarities between my guide dog Micah and Joel. When I'm up in the air, Joel is actually my Micah.
So how would I do as Jim's guide pilot?
Jim, the airport is about 6 miles off our right wing. Let's make a 90-degree, about a 30-degree bank right turn to final.
Roger.
Okay, not bad. But how would I do flying blind?
You ready?
I'm ready. All right, I'm closing my eyes. I trust you. God, I gotta tell you, this feels really weird.
40 degrees banking. Look up right quick.
Okay. That was a little scary, but I'm gonna give it another shot.
Let's try a right turn.
That's wing level?
Yep, there's wing level close.
That's wing level?
Yep.
Great.
If I had not had that experience, I would never understand how tricky it is and how challenging it is for Jim to do what he does. I'm so impressed. I'm really amazed.
So what advice does Jim have for others facing overwhelming challenges?
Think outside the box. Be innovative in your approach. If you can't get there one way, find another way to get there.
Sometimes we think, okay, a blind guy can't fly an airplane. Well, I can.
Awesome.
such an incredible man. And you can hear more about his story at his website, exceedtosucceed.com. And you know, guys, it's important for people to realize he actually is doing everything.
Yeah.
You know, Joel, his guide pilot, is basically his one instrument. So they use verbal commands to paint a visual picture. And then Jim does everything from taking off to landing.
How does he land? That would be the scary part.
Yeah, well, so it's all feel. It's basically feel and hearing those verbal cues. I actually talked him in. I used to be a landing signals officer in the Navy, so I help people land on aircraft carriers by talking them down. And I tried it the first time, and let me tell you, we had to wave off. It was terrible.
Well, and you did try to fly the plane with your eyes closed. Did you have one of the eyes just a little open? Just
I should have, but you saw what happened when I actually really had my eyes closed. I mean, it was you get what's called vertigo, where you feel like you are at a bank when your wings level. It's very challenging, and I just really admire Jim and Joel for what they've been doing.
Job well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leah.
Thanks, Leah.